Hello everybody, Zach here from Adventure Survival Project, and today I'm going to be talking about my everyday carry. My last video that I did about my everyday carry went crazy. I mean, a lot of views, almost 30,000. That's a lot to me, at least. So I'm going to be showing you my update, new stuff I've been carrying, some stuff that stayed the same that you'll see from video to video, but most of this stuff is new. A lot of cool new gear has come in. I'll go through some of the stuff. This is more of my everyday carry that I carry every day. So some places don't allow knives, so I mean these two items obviously I wouldn't be able to carry in those places, but some places don't allow you to carry a blade, but the rest of this stuff you can carry at those places. So I'll go through just around here and then we will get into knives in the second part of this video. So my first item is my Randall's Adventures in, this is the Bentley Sheaths and Leather wallet with a Randall's Adventures in Training survival card, my bad. So this is the front pocket wallet that Rob Bentley makes. He is fantastic at what he does. This is a very hard wearing Horween genuine leather. I love this wallet. I've carried it every day for about a year and a month, and it has been fantastic for me. I mean, I can carry a lot of bills, I can carry a good amount of cards, perfect for me. I don't have very many at all, so this has been a very nice solution for that. I don't have to carry a big bulky wallet. All I have is something that's that thick. So, fantastic wallet. There is my driver's license, you don't get to see that. In there you will see a polishing cloth. I use that to polish up a knife, a screen, anything that has dust on it that I don't want to scratch up. I will use that and be able to not put any scratches on that surface. Nice, clean, soft rag. Now up next is my keys. They're very simple. Don't have hardly anything on them. That's how I like it. I don't like a lot of jingling in my pocket. So this is all I have. This is a Dodge key, like a wireless, has the push button start on it. So I really like that feature. So these can always stay in my pocket. I don't have to take them in and out. Now this setup works well for me. It won't work well for everybody. Some people like to have more stuff on their keys. I also have my house key, and I have a lanyard that my friend tied me. Really enjoy that lanyard. It'll probably stay on there forever since it was a gift from him, and until it wears out, it'll be right on those keys. So it's also nice to be able to put this down in my pocket, kind of keep this sticking up, and if I need to grab it to use the house key or anything, I can pull it off and use my keys. Put those back right there in that spot. Up next is my phone. Obviously have my phone on me every day. This is a iPhone 7 in a Notice shell case. This is a fantastic case. Very classy, very durable. I'm gonna say durable. It's a very durable case in the sense that if you're not dropping it on concrete or anything all the time, then you're going to be fine. I've dropped this on concrete a few times and you can see what kind of damage it does to it. Now if you just take your finger and you rub it over it, your oils will get on the leather and you will not have like a mark anymore, but if it gouges in, that's going to stick around. So that's a little annoying for me, but it's not that big of a deal. It's taught me not to drop my phone as much. As far as the iPhone 7 goes, great phone. Great upgrade over the 6 I had before. Really have been enjoying this phone. Great interface and everything. Every update makes it a little better, in my opinion. That's just the normal size, not the Plus or anything. I also have this case for it. It's a Griffin Tough Armor, Urban Armor, something like that. Very durable case. I will put this on there if I'm going in the woods or anywhere where I might drop my phone or my phone might get bumped, so that case will not get marked up and it will be this one instead. So that's kind of my beater case. Put that off to the side. Now as far as my headphones go, I have a few different systems, I guess I could say I use. Really I just have two. I have my Beats here. These are my Beats EP, which I'll talk about in a second, and I also have my earbuds. These are earbuds, Iron Man. They're like made for runners. They're magnetic, so they do that, but they're also not sound blocking at all. You put these in, you can hear pretty much everything going on around you unless you turn your volume to an unhealthy for your ears level. So these are nice. They fit my ears really well. The normal headphones I found kind of fall out a lot. These ones kind of lock right into your ear, so that's really nice. They go in like this, and you just kind of twist them right in, and they sit in there very nice. These have been great for me. I've had like 4 or 5 pairs because my cats will chew them, or they will get put in the washing machine or something. So I like to have a very cheap pair. These were like $6 on eBay to have, so that I'm not ruining a very expensive, nice set of earbuds, because they're just earbuds, in my opinion. I mean, they don't have to be anything too special. These sound about as good as the Beats I've listened to in the little earbuds. Now I have to use this. It's called a dongle, so it's kind of a weird word, but this plugs right into the iPhone Lightning port because it does not have a headphone jack. So I have to carry this around with me if I want to use these or the Beats. So I'm going to put these off to the side. They're not anything special to look at. Also going to put this off, but this is the dongle I have to use. Now these are the headphones I'm using. They are the Beats EP. Great sound quality, great noise canceling. Just overall, the best headphones I've had so far. Now these are the most budget line of Beats that you will find. So they're wired in permanently. You can't remove the wire, which is a little annoying at times, but you'll get used to it. And they have the normal cord. They also have this. This is a mic, as well as a volume control, and you can pause, skip songs on Spotify, or if you're using just normal Apple Music, then it also works for that as well. But those are my headphones. Nothing too much to talk about with those, other than I really like the sound quality. Next is my portable charger, portable battery. This is an Anker power core of some kind. I'm not exactly sure which one this is. I can find out, put that down in the description. You might see an annotation or something for it, but this has been a great battery pack for me. It holds, I believe, 20,000 mAh. This can charge my phone, I believe it's 4 or 5 times, which is crazy. So I can just plug it in if I'm getting a little low and put enough power in it to get from point A to point B, and then plug it into an actual charger, and this will last me, a month or 2 of doing that. Now, up next is more of my tools and stuff that I carry. This is my pen that I've been carrying every single day. This is the Hinder Investigator pen in brass. Fantastic pen. It takes Fisher refills, I believe, but it writes beautifully. Very good pen. Very, very nice feeling in your hand. You can feel it's there, so it's not super light, which might be annoying to some, but for me, I really like it. It has a very nice pocket clip. Goes in and out the pocket all the time. So it has to be something, for me at least, it has to be something that's not too hard to pull out, but also something that it will retain in there. And I found that with the Fisher Space Pen, the clip did not do that at all. It was very flimsy, not very good. This is the glass breaker / head cracker tip, or whatever you want to call it, but you can use this as a self-defense tool or glass breaker. I wouldn't recommend using it as a glass breaker as your only option, because if you put this through a window, the glass is going to slice your hand, no doubt about it. But there you go. There is my pen, Hinder Investigator in brass. Fantastic pen. Would highly recommend those pens, and their knives too. Hinder just makes really good stuff. Up next is my light. This is the Through Night TI3. This has been like this since last year, couple years ago. I think I got this 2 years ago, 2 or 3, and I've used it every day since, or at least carried it, not necessarily used it, but you can see all that wear on there. Great little light, puts out a fairly bright beam for being so small, but it's perfect for what I need it for. Just take it out, find something in the dark, put it back in my pocket, and don't really worry about it. It's just always there. Now this is my spinner. This is really the only spinner I carry. This is the Torque Bar Solid Body in brass. Fantastic spinner. Looks cool, spins really well. And I kind of hopped off the spinner thing. I don't really have them anymore, but I still really like this one. So this was definitely worth the money for me because I've spun it so much and used it for so long. But there's the only spinner I have left, really, is this Torque Bar. Up next is my pry bars / pocket tools, whatever you want to call them. This is a Axo Mini Pry by Mindo. I found that this one's very useful for doing small, light prying tasks. So I really like this one. It's a little heavy because it's stainless steel. This one's titanium that I'm going to show you next. But I found that this is a fantastic small pry bar to have in your in your bag or in your pocket or wherever. So I've carried that some. This one's kind of taken over though since I got it, because I found that I don't need anything bigger than this. This is a mini bandicoot, or just a bandicoot, or I'm not actually sure exactly what it's called, but I think JW Knives. This is a fantastic little pocket tool. It has a very nice bottle opener for if you're going to open any bottles, and it also has a very nice small pry tip. Very thin. I slip this in my back pocket, forget about it until if I have to use it, or until the end of the day, or if I'm going to take a picture or something with it. A great little tool. Would highly recommend that if you can find one for a good price. Those birds are going crazy over there. Up next is my multi-tools. I have two that I carry, and I carry them both at the same time. This is the Swiss Army Alox Cadet by Victorinox, and this is a fantastic little tool. It's the Mini Champ. The only tool I'll show you off of it to save time is the side opening Phillips head, which is really nice because it allows you not to have one of those side opening ones where you have to kind of change the way you tighten screws just so you can use your Phillips head. So this is a great tool for me, at least. This is very small, compact, always in the pocket. This is very cool. This is the Leatherman, let's see if I can show you, Leatherman mini tool. This is a really cool vintage Leatherman that I've been carrying every day. So it just looks like a normal tool, but when you unfold it, or a normal mini tool, but when you unfold it, the pliers are really big, so it's very disproportionate, it looks like. But then they have these little grab hooks on the side here that you can see, and you can fold it out into a full-size set of pliers. So this was actually the answer to my question, because I hate carrying a full-size multi-tool because they're so heavy. And I don't really like to have my pants dragged down by something like that, because I have other gear that I like to carry. So I feel like a multi-tool, I don't want to make sacrifices in those areas just to carry a full-size multi-tool with a bunch of redundancies on it. So this one just has a little tiny clip point blade and a small file. And flathead, of course. But then it also has the needle nose pliers. Great set of pliers too. I mean, they work really well. Not the most ergonomic to use in that full grip, but I'm not really complaining about that at all. So there you have all of the non-knife items that I carry. Now I'm going to transition and show you guys the blades that I have in my everyday carry setup. So now we're moving on to my favorite thing to talk about in videos, knives. These are the knives that I have consistently carried over the last couple months. These haven't changed very much from when I get them to when I carry them. Last time I made this video, I didn't have a lot of these, but I did have some, so you'll remember a few of the knives from that video. The first thing I'm going to show you is a few smaller knives that I will carry in conjunction with one of these sometimes, just depending on the day. This is a Pocket Samurai. Very cool little knife. I really like it. Let's see if it'll focus on that blade there. Nice little satin finish blade. I got it used, so it looked like this when I got it. But I really like this design. Very small, very compact. And these would make a great gift. They have the aluminum ones for $20, so I'll probably pick up a few as gifts, you know, this Christmas time for people. So, great little blade. Next is my slip joints. I only have two right now, and I carry them in this Bentley Sheaths and Leather pocket slip. The first one is right here, and I'll put that in just to kind of show you. It just slips in there, and it doesn't get all scratched up in my pocket. Put that off to the side. This is a GEC 14. Boy's knife, that's what it's called. Mine's an OD linen micarta. Looks very good. And it has some stainless bolsters and a 1095 blade. Made in the USA, great quality. I like slip joints a whole lot, so I'll put that one down there. The other one I have is a case. This is a canoe pattern. Technically from them it is called the Baby Butterbean, which I really think is funny. But this is a great little ergonomic, small utility blade. That's cool to be able to have that blade. And then also another one that's kind of hidden away down there. So when I have this one, I have two extra little blades on me. And the other one, I barely use that little one. I actually haven't used it yet, just so I can keep it razor sharp. And this came very sharp from case. This is a great little knife. Glad I picked it up. It's an Antique Stag, I think it's called. I'm not actually sure. But those are my two slip joint knives. I'll put those off to the side and talk about my modern folders. Now these are my favorite ones that I have. So I'm going to take you through the ones I've been carrying. I'm going to try to make this quick because it's actually looking like it's about to start storming outside. So this is my Ultratech from Microtech in the bronze blade and hardware. I sent this in for repair about 2 weeks ago and got it back within the week. Great turnaround time, great customer service. A spring broke or something, I'm not actually sure, but that was great of them to be able to do for me. Really like that knife. Carry it sometimes, not too often. One that I carry a whole ton is this ZT-0804. Great, big, tactical folder, but it looks really nice. That carbon fiber on there, very solid, as well as the all black titanium DLC coated. Really like this knife a whole lot. So would definitely recommend that. If I want something more low key, or if I'm wearing dress slacks or something, khakis, I might put this in my pocket. This is the 0450. Great knife. Sinkovich design. This one's a Rexford design, by the way. This is a Sinkovich. Great lines, great action, good little slicer. This part of the grind's a little wonky, but the rest of it, it just glides through material. And the action is very snappy, very good on that. Next up, we have the Paramilitary 2. Just a classic, modern classic from Spyderco. I have mine in the camo and black DLC. I've had this for a little over 2 years now, and I really like it. I've carried it pretty much once a month, at least since then. So this is a great knife. Definitely would recommend everyone having one of these in their collection. Next is my XM18. I had this one last time I made the video. Have had this one for hard to say. I think over a year now, a year and a half, something like that. Great knife, great user too. If I had this one sharpened not that long ago, so it has some shine still left on the edge, but if I need to go and thrash on a knife, this is probably the one I'm going to grab. It has a very hand-filling handle, very solid lockup, as solid as a frame lock can be. Great jimping, choil. I like this knife a lot. It has the Spanto grind on it, so it has the combination between a spear point and a tanto, or tanto if you're a traditionalist. Up next is my Nirvana. This is a new one. I know I made the video on one before. This is a different one. This one has had the finish removed, and an attempt to put a satin. It was very, very half-butted though. So I mean, you're looking at a pretty rough finish, but this is still a very good knife. I think I need to either do a deep clean on the bearings or get new ones, because the action isn't quite where I'd like it, and the lockup is very late. But overall, this will make a great user. I might have it reground eventually, but there you go. That is my Nirvana. Been carrying that one a whole lot since I got it a couple weeks ago. Up next is my SNG. This has been a fantastic knife for me. I am absolutely in love with this design, which is weird because, I mean, the blade length is not very much, considering there's a choil, a little sharpening choil, and then an actual choil, and then, you know, the handle's a lot longer than the blade, but it just works for me. It's very ergonomic, very good carry knife, very light, doesn't pull down your pants at all, and I have had a great time carrying this knife. It looks great in pictures. I don't know, I really like it personally. It's not for everyone. The last knife is obviously the best pocket knife ever made, and it is the Sebenza 21. You can disagree with me on that, and it's okay to be wrong sometimes. So this is the Sebenza 21. I have greatly enjoyed this knife, and having it in my collection, it will never go anywhere except for back to them to get a spa treatment at one point. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But overall, this is a fantastic knife. You will find me carrying this more than most of them. Lately, I've been carrying the Nirvana a lot just because I like it and how it rides in the pocket. It's very thin. But overall, this will never be beat as my favorite pocket knife ever made. So there you have it, guys. That is my knife section of the everyday carry. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please thumbs it up, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'd love to make more content for you guys, and having people watch your content is super encouraging. So if you liked it, please leave some feedback. If you had something you'd change about the video, definitely leave more feedback in the comments so I can know how to better tailor my videos to reach you guys. So thank you for watching again. I hope you enjoyed, and have a fantastic day.